early, about 7 minutes early. Was going to do this at the top of the hour, but it's really close to 9 p.m. tonight. And so for those of you that are just jumping on right now, yes, this is live. I often get asked the question, is this actually live, Josh? Yes, it is. And I will be tuning into the comments in just a second with you guys. So we're going to give this some time for people to jump on. And once again, this is a fire away Q&A for you guys. So if you've got any questions whatsoever as it relates to building your business, affiliate marketing, etc., then you can feel free to ask those in this live. So let me go ahead and check the technical stuff, make sure that this is running okay. I'm gonna go ahead and scroll down here. Living Delightful, what is going on? Welcome to the live. Joel, what up, what up? How's it going? Zim, what's going on? Hope you guys are doing well. Also, let me know where you guys are also calling in from. I always love to have you guys on here from all over the world. But once again, this is another impromptu live. I've been doing them every single day. I think it's been about a week now. Done them 7 days straight. And you guys seem to get loads and loads and loads of value from these lives. I'm not focusing too much on the quality of the video. As you can see, I'm just using my web camera on my iMac here. I got a little light over here, but that's about it. Still working on getting the office set up. But it's better to take action and fix things as you go versus try and overcomplicate things and wait until everything's perfect. Because if you wait too long, you'll never get anything done. So what's going on? We've got the Chasing Dreams from Massachusetts. We've got Dora, says, peace, Joshua. Peace, what's going on? Great to have you on. Zane says, thanks for the live for us. Of course, no problem. Always want to contribute as much as I can. Let's see, we've got Dora from Colorado. We've got Zim Flane from Zimbabwe, Africa. Awesome. All the way across the world. What time is it actually over there? I'm curious to know. It's probably, I don't know if it's a little bit earlier or a little bit later. Frank from Lexington, Kentucky. Awesome. Great to have you on, Frank. Zayn from Lahore, Pakistan. Thanks for tuning in tonight. So yeah, guys, this is just a freestyle Q&A for you guys. This is all about how to make money online with affiliate marketing. How many new people do we have here? Let me know in the comments just by, typing me if you're somebody that's newer to the industry. If you've been in the industry less than 6 months, I would love to know. So Zim Flame says it's a 5:55 there in Zimbabwe, Africa. Wow. So early in the morning, what you doing up so early? Great to have you up early. Obviously, the early bird gets the worm, right? We've got Salim from Colombia. I believe in Colombia, it's probably right around 11 p.m. or so, if I'm correct. Okay, so we got Chasing Dreams, says me, newer. Russell, me. Living Delightful, 5 months. We got somebody 18 years old, not familiar with affiliate marketing, but I'm trying to make some serious money so I can help my mom from struggling. That is incredibly amazing. And it's people like you I really, really enjoy helping, because it's people like yourself that are really motivated to make a big change for yourself and your family. Cheryl says me. Okay, cool. We got quite a few people that are brand new. How many people do we have that are making more than $2,000 a month? More than $2,000 a month. Comment me below. We got Dora says that she's just starting on this journey and having trouble. What are some free traffic platforms? Cool, we'll be getting into that. Be happy to talk about free traffic platforms within this video. Sarab says, good morning, Josh. Hopefully I pronounced your name correctly. We got Russell from BC, Canada. So again, you guys, if you are somebody that's already making money, and it actually doesn't necessarily need to be $2,000. Let's say if you're making any amount of money online, comment me below. Or comment I. Let's switch it up a little bit. So then I can distinguish the people that are new from the people that have some experience. So just comment I, the letter I, if you are making any type of money online right now. I am a male of my brother. Awesome. I'm telling you, it's difficult with these names nowadays, especially the United States. It could go either way, so I apologize for that. Okay, just got ClickFunnels. What should I watch to learn about proper sales funnels? Again, we'll get into that. Okay, so it looks like we got some people that are making some type of money online, but are looking for that next breakthrough. So last question, what type of income are you guys looking to make? Your first, what type of income would give you guys your ideal lifestyle? Is it $5,000 a month? Is it $10,000 a month? What does that number look like to you guys? We got Joel says not making any money yet, just started watching your channel. Okay, great. All right, we got quite a few eyes here too as well. So mixed. We got some people that are newer, some people that are newer that are making money, and also some people that are a little bit more experienced looking to get to that next level. Cool. Somebody wants to make $5,000 a month. Definitely possible. Definitely possible. And you're a lot closer there than you think. Another 5,000. 10,000, says Cheryl. Okay, 5,000 to 10,000. That's typically the answer that I get from most people. So $5,000 to $10,000 a month. Now you guys are probably wondering, what does the game plan look like? Like what does it look like to get to $5,000 to $10,000 a month? And there's many different ways that you can get there online. There's affiliate marketing, there's e-commerce, there's selling your own info products. Those are kind of the three main ways that people, build a business online. Obviously there's like domain flipping, there's, creating AdSense websites, there's a few other ways, but the primary ways are affiliate marketing, e-commerce, and selling your own products. And eventually you want to be doing at least 2 out of the 3. You want to create multiple streams of income. So you shouldn't necessarily have all your eggs in the affiliate marketing basket. Now, I would recommend focusing though, although I said that, focus on affiliate marketing until you get to that $5,000 to $10,000 a month income. And then you can start to branch out to creating your own products, creating membership sites, and things of that nature. But if you haven't made consistently over the past year $5,000 to $10,000 a month, I probably wouldn't even think about doing that. So how do we actually make 5 to 10 grand? Now let's talk a little bit about the process that you're going to be going through as an entrepreneur, and there's different stages to this. But the next 90 days could be the 90 days that completely change and transform your life if you listen to exactly what I'm about to say. So the first month is going to be the testing phase. It's going to be the fail as fast as you can phase and find clarity on what works and what doesn't work. Now, I had somebody mention, how do I start driving, free traffic, into my offers? And that should be the prerequisite before you even start with paid traffic, is you should spend your whole first month testing traffic, okay? And focus on one specific traffic method and deploy all your energy, all your willpower into that method. Now, of course, I do YouTube. A lot of you guys, don't want to do YouTube. You don't want to be on video. You don't necessarily need to. I didn't want to be on video when I first got started online, but I knew that I had to start somewhere. And I knew that for 5 years, I wasn't successful because I was overanalyzing everything and I was listening to way too many people. So chances are you guys aren't just listening to me on YouTube, you're listening to a bunch of other people. What I would implore you to do, and I'm not going to have any offense to this, is to pick a mentor out there and do everything that they say, because we're all going to have different philosophies. You're going to hear from people that are doing Instagram, then you're going to hear from people that are doing YouTube, and then you're going to hear from people that are doing YouTube a certain way, different than I am. You've got to be willing to listen to one person. The good news is there's many different ways to build your business online. And it just goes to show you that there's so many people making money in so many different ways. But you've got to listen to one person. You've got to be patient with yourself. When you're beginning a business, you're going into the testing phase. You're going into some unknown, territory. And so during this time, you have to be willing to fail and get data. This is kind of the data phase. And it might take 1 month, it might take 2 months, it might take 3 months. And it just depends on who you are. Are you somebody that's going to sit back and overanalyze everything and then finally get started in 3 months and then realize when you're getting started that you need to fail a lot of times and you don't have all this data that you would have had otherwise? That's why, regardless of where you're starting, regardless if you're in the wrong niche, just start deploying some sort of action. Even if it's the wrong action. The wrong action will always lead you toward the right action, okay? And I'm actually paying attention to your comments too as well. So I will get to these in just a second, but I want you guys to understand the phases of an online entrepreneur and what you're up against. So when you start feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm not getting the results that I want, it's been 2 weeks or it's been a couple months, that's okay. Right? What reason do you have to be so impatient? Fools rush. I don't know if you've ever heard that before. The more that you rush into something, the more that you'll lose clarity on what works versus, what doesn't work. And chances are, because you're acting in desperation, you won't come from a place of service. And service is required for you to get results. Okay, if you're not in a place where you want to help people, you want to better other people's lives, and you're concerned about your paycheck more than somebody else's paycheck, this industry, unfortunately, probably isn't for you. One of my mentors said, if you help other people's bills disappear, then your bills will disappear, right? And that is so true. When I was continuing to fail, it's because I was worried so much about myself. I was worried so much about getting results quickly. And then when I finally took a step back and realized and was aware of why I was failing, I took a completely different approach to my business. I started coming from a place of service. I stopped worrying about how the money was going to come to me, and the money just started to flow in. The dots started connecting. So as long as you stay in the game long enough, you stay patient, and you take massive action, those 3 things will be the key to success, right? And that testing phase, it could last for a couple weeks, depending on your willingness to fail. Failing is actually an incredibly good thing. Failure gives you clarity, and clarity creates the right actions. The right actions creates competence. Competence creates confidence. And confidence creates results, right? So, the only way that you can gain clarity on what works and what doesn't work is to take action yourself. Once you find out what works, you deploy more of what works, you're going to gain more confidence. It's working for you. You're going to be more likely to teach others and have confidence in passing that information down, okay? So be willing to do a lot of testing. I know I'm beating a dead horse, but it's so important that you spend your first while online doing a lot of different testing. Spend at least 1 month, at least 2 weeks to 1 month on one method, get data, and then course correct. Okay, you can say, okay, I uploaded these types of photos to Facebook or these types of videos to YouTube. I noticed that this video got views, but this video didn't get as many views. What am I doing different between these videos? Find out what it is that you're doing, and then deploy more of what works, on that video that generated views, right? So you could have never, found that out if you weren't taking action in the beginning. So in the beginning, I could give you guys the full correct blueprint, but until you do it yourself, even though you watch my training, you watch my videos, it's not going to make full sense to you until you actually take action, okay? So free traffic strategies. YouTube is one of them. Facebook is one of them. Instagram is one of them as well. And then you have Google search engine. Those 4 are the 4 primary, traffic vehicles that you should be focusing on. Pick one of those. And like I said, the next month, go deep into it, right? Watch training videos on YouTube about it. Watch, different articles, read different articles about that subject, become a master. There's plenty of information out there already for you to make money without even having any investment. If you don't have an investment to start your business, it's all about being resourceful. Okay, it's not resources that people lack, it's resourcefulness that people lack inside of their business. So if you can become resourceful, you can start to think outside the box. Hey, when I first got started, I didn't have a mentor that could reach down to me and actually help me. The greatest mentors are the ones that have little time. They're the ones that know the most, and they're also the ones that are the most expensive. So I could use that as an excuse and say, you know what, I don't have a mentor, but I realized that we had this thing called the information highway and the power of the internet that we can log on and that we can search for different answers to our questions. Like, okay, Josh, you talked about YouTube. Now, how do I get traffic to a video? Well, that's just a YouTube search away. That's just, looking through my channel and my videos and discovering that, because I got plenty of videos on that stuff. If you want to learn Instagram, there's plenty of training on that stuff. Find somebody that's actually doing it in the trenches, that has real followers, that really built, organically, and, deploy all of your, knowledge from that specific mentor inside of your business. Okay. So I'm going to get here into the comments after that short little rant. Okay. So we got, anywhere between, 5,000 and 10,000 is the average that people want to make. I don't want to make YouTube videos. Again, don't have to, I mentioned the big four, pick one of those. I've even got business partners of mine. All they do is they share their computer screen, and they're not on video. There's different YouTube channels out there where people don't show their face. They'll show slideshows, or they'll show like their computer screen, and you can do that as well. Thing is, people want information faster. You came to this video because you want information faster, and you probably don't want to read a long, laborious article about what I'm telling you right now. So this is the future. People want information faster. That's why we've got Alexa. That's why we've got Siri. Hopefully she doesn't say anything to me. That's why we have these different tools, so we can get information faster. And so video is a vehicle for people to, get information faster. That's why it's the biggest, way to drive traffic here in 2019, whether it be videos from YouTube, videos from Facebook, or somewhere else online. So you definitely want to be deploying video if you can. If you can't, again, the written word is what you should be focused on. You should be developing some copywriting skills. And again, I would do a YouTube search about copywriting. And I'm not talking about like copywriting as far as stealing somebody else's work. I'm not talking about COPYR copywriting. I'm talking about COPYWR as in writing. So copywriting is the ability to sell with words, right? So, I would definitely go to like places like Clickbank.com, and I would pick one of the products in the marketplace that's selling really well, that has a high gravity score. And I would actually read the sales letter. I would watch the sales video. I would have it transcribed, and then I would actually rewrite it. And again, guys, yes, this is laborious. This takes time. You don't have to do it all in a day, but the ability to be able to persuade somebody to buy something through words and through writing is a skill set that is a multi-million, if not $1 billion skill set. A lot of these big companies out there hire, copywriters to write their copy on commercials, billboards, and, everyday ads in magazines and on, different news sites on the web. So that's one skill I would definitely look into. You can also go to, let me actually just share my screen here. You can go to the Gary Halbert letters, okay? And Gary Halbert is a famous copywriter, okay? So if we go to, I believe it's this one right here, the Gary Halbert letter, what you can do is you can scroll down here and you can view the newsletter archive right here. So I think it's, if we go right, should be right here. Looks like he might have changed his website just a little bit. Let's see, click here to check out this limited offer. Okay, so these are all the Halbert letters. It looks like he's charging for them now, or whoever owns these now, because Gary Halbert passed away. But this guy is a well-known copywriter. It looks like he charges, Looks like it's about $1,000 for this. Now, I'm not expecting anybody to, pay $1,000. This used to be an archive where you could just, oh, here we go. All we got to do is scroll down. It just had to load a little bit. So you can subscribe right here. You can sign up. Of course, if you want the physical copy of everything, that's going to be right here. But you can see all of his work, as we scroll down here. Okay, so you can see a lot of the different newsletters that he has right here, like this water right here. Warning, this is called the headline warning. Do not read this unless you are already rich. So these are good letters to read and then rewrite. And of course, again, it takes time, right? It's a little labor intensive, but this is how you learn. Whether you want to, sell through words or you want to do videos, it's completely up to you, but there's trade secrets for each. But at the end of the day, it's all about getting started. Even if you were absolutely terrible, like when I first got started, I still made sales in my first week because I was taking action, right? Let me actually show you guys. I've showed this a few times, but I want to go over here to YouTube and I want to show you one of my first videos that I ever did. You can go type in Real I Am Reviews, go to videos. This is not my very first video, but one of my first videos. See, this is 5 years ago. This magnetic commissions review. This is me in my parents' good old basement. I was just following a script that my mentor gave me. I did the best that I could. And, these videos were generating, sales for me. This YouTube channel alone right here helped me generate my first 6 figures online. And it's not a big channel at all. Has below 2,000 subscribers. But it's a review channel, okay? And review channels with affiliate marketing can make incredibly good money. So you could very well kind of go in here, reverse engineer what I'm doing, apply it to your own affiliate marketing business and start your own, affiliate YouTube channel, okay? So that's a little bit of insight into that. Let me go ahead and go back over here to your guys' questions, and we'll go ahead and take more questions here. All righty. Let's see. I want to do YouTube, but find it hard to make content. Document your journey. That's all you need to do. What did you learn yesterday? And if you didn't learn anything yesterday, you're not progressing in your business. As long as you're progressing in your business, whether you're reading a book, you're reading marketing, you're reading personal development, you're learning something. And what you want to do is you want to take what you're learning, not only, of course, write it down, because that'll help you retain that information, but if you want to even retain the information more, share it with people on your YouTube channel. Hey, I'm reading this book called Start With Why by Simon Sinek, and I want to share with you one concept that I learned from this book, right? And that's it. That's how you create content. You document the journey, you don't create. You don't sit down at your desk and write down the, okay, what are the top 10, ways to get started cooking pot stickers or something, right? I don't know what brought that to my mind, but I like Asian food and pot stickers sound pretty good right now. So, you can make a guide, a recipe guide on that or something, and you can, structure a whole video about it, but you don't need to do that. You want to document as you're learning, document as something is fresh in your mind, and then just share it with other people so you're not spending all this time structuring content and creating a script, because that is a lot of work. I don't ever do that. If you noticed, I don't do that. You don't see a whole lot of videos where I've got slides up and something prepared. I'm just sharing with you guys what's on my mind, what I'm learning when it comes to affiliate marketing. Now, I've done this for a while now, so it's a bit easier than it was a few years back because I've taught a lot of this stuff over and over and over again, right? Hey, Josh, you got any Fortnite tutorials this year? Maybe I'll be coming out with something new, you guys. I know Twitch has changed quite a bit since last time as far as being able to download those videos and, create short little scripts and, montages from them. But we'll see what I can come up with this year for you. Okay, Two Cats Yelling says, I'm trying to decide what approach to take. There are pros and cons to each for me, so I have to boil it down to one. Alrighty, my man. If you need help with that, let me know. I would just pick one. Sometimes it's just closing your eyes and pointing at one and picking it. Flip a coin. Again, it's getting started. It's the start that stops most people. Just get started. Do something. You'll be surprised at what you're able to do. Getting clear is important. Having definiteness of purpose, 100%. And the only way that you get clarity is through failure. That's the only way. And so what I'm trying to get you guys to do is accept failure as a good thing versus a bad thing. I couldn't have gotten where I'm at today unless I failed. I fail more than I succeed still to this day, and I make, really good money, right? And so, when you do win, your wins are so great that the failure was completely worth it. Tell about Facebook ads for beginners. I would not even mess with Facebook ads as a beginner. That's my personal preference. There's way too much that goes into it. And if you're on your last dollar, you don't have a lot of money to invest, you're risking a lot of money. Where organic traffic, you're risking your time, which is not as much as a risk as, risking your hard-earned money that you're making. Like anybody can take out 30 minutes to an hour a day if they want it bad enough and create a six-figure income versus getting started and just testing all your money that you've got with paid traffic. It's a lot riskier. Spot stickers are awesome. Help for using email autoresponders and how to write emails for a product. Look at somebody else that's doing it successfully, that's promoting that product successfully, and model off of them, okay? There's not some step-by-step tutorial to writing an autoresponder email. It's going out there and doing the best that you can. Model what's working. What I'll do is I'll copy an email that's working for somebody else really well, and I'll rewrite it, okay? So then I'm not stealing their work. So do that. If it's a product based around juicing and somebody on YouTube is selling it very successfully, find out what they're doing on their videos. Find out what they're doing on their autoresponder series, right? Success leaves clues, my friends. The clues are out there for free. All you got to do is take those clues, model what's already working, deploy what's working, and put in work, and you can do that for free. Regardless if you're doing videos and you don't have, even if you don't have a laptop, all you need is this and passion, and push that record button and record yourself giving value. Even if you think, I have no value to give to the marketplace, I'm not an expert, you need to get that out of your head. Because you are. What you're learning right now, what I'm telling you, you're developing knowledge. And what you can do with that knowledge is you can share it with other people, right? Especially if it's hitting home with you. There's some ideas that are hitting home with you guys right now. You're having breakthroughs on this call right now. You're understanding on a deeper level how to build a business, right? Share that with people if that's your niche. Right? Go watch fitness channels if you really want to go into fitness. Go find somebody that's reputable, learn from them, and then implement what they're telling you. If they're teaching you how to get bigger biceps, go out there, implement what they're telling you to do, and go get bigger biceps. Right? Become a practitioner first, and then share. I'm not telling you to be like a parrot. I'm telling you to embody the information that you're getting from somebody else and share it, pass it down. Isn't that what college does? Isn't that what textbooks do? A lot of people are like, well, you can't copy that person. Well, the knowledge had to come from some source, and it was passed down from generation to generation to generation. Just like how we created fire, and then how we created the light bulb and innovated out of it. We had to take that information that we got from Thomas Edison and make it better, and eventually create these neon lights and create these hue lights, that turn different colors. Right? There's an origin where the information came from, right? And so you're not regurgitating it, you're taking it and you're making it even better. And a lot of, that's kind of the sense of what you're doing, because they're going to hear it from your perspective versus somebody else's perspective, and it might hit them at a, at a different angle. It might hit home with them versus hearing it from somebody else, even though you essentially said the same thing, you just said it in a different way that made sense to them, right? So like that's what we're doing here. That's what the world is made up of. It's information passed down from generation to generation. So don't worry about like feeling like you need to be an expert. You don't. Just know a little bit more than the next person. And again, this is one of the concepts I say in every single one of my videos, but it's what keeps people from getting started, because the school system has trained us that we need a bachelor's degree, we need this degree or that degree to get started in something. Now, I understand in some instances, like if you're going to be a dentist, if you're going to be a lawyer, if you're going to be in medicine, you do need to go to school for that. But for most things, you actually don't, right? Alex says, love your podcast. Appreciate that, man. Love your products. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. That's why I do this. Okay. Please make a detailed tutorial. Go to my Clickbank tutorial video. There's a tutorial that shows you step by step. A lot of people just don't want to do the work. That's the truth. Any experience with MaxBounty and how to make it really profitable? Depends on if you're referring to free marketing methods or like CPA. Marketing, CPA is just another game of doing a lot of testing. It's a lot of testing. It's taking, at least 10% of your income and test. Be patient. Test. Sometimes it takes months for you to find out, for a campaign to actually find out whether it's profitable or not. You got to get a lot of data first. And what I've done in the past, and what a lot of people do, is they quit too soon on their campaigns. Like within the first week, they're like, oh my gosh, it's not going to work. I'm just going to shut it off. Well, sometimes like with Google AdWords and Facebook, you have to give the platform time to get data for them to go out there and find out what's working and what's not working. And so once it gets out of the testing phase, it goes into the optimization phase and it starts optimizing those campaigns. The AI in Facebook and Google AdWords is smart. You just have to give it time. That's especially if you're doing like paid traffic with those two platforms. Might be different with Bing, so you just have to adapt to the platform, whatever that is. So it's really going into, a campaign and doing a lot of testing, throwing a bunch of darts at the dartboard, and then kind of finding what sticks, and starting out with like, a budget on each campaign of like $5 to $10. So you'd have like 20 campaigns that are set up, and all of them are like set at $5 to $10. And then after a few weeks, you get rid of the losers and you keep the winners. And that's what I'm doing right now with YouTube paid ads. Yeah, it's called imposter syndrome. That's correct, referring to my last statement. What's the best way to scale a YouTube channel with more subscribers? Do more lives like this. YouTube, the algorithm loves lives. Chances are I'm probably on the homepage for people that have searched about affiliate marketing, as well as the search page. So the homepage and the search page, and I'm even probably showing up on the watch page too as well. So the best way to scale is number one, doing lives, and then just uploading more content, and also going deep with one specific sub niche or subcategory of your niche. So again, if it's weight loss, intermittent fasting, creating a series of videos, like if it's a Netflix video series or a Netflix season, you would have a bunch of episodes in that season that would represent intermittent fasting. So going really deep on a subject, I see a lot of people, they'll create one video on one subject or one niche one day, and then a video on another subject the next day, and then the next day they'll talk about something else. So, go really deep into one subject matter. That's why you're seeing a lot of my videos lately that just talk about affiliate marketing, because that's, what the YouTube algorithm wants. If somebody's watching a video about YouTube or about affiliate marketing, then chances are they're going to want to binge watch other videos about affiliate marketing. And the more videos that I have out there, the more chances they're going to see my videos as well as other people's. 70% of my views come from the YouTube suggested video section, which is on the watch page. The watch page is where you watch a video and then on the side you have related videos. Most of my traffic is coming from that related video section. Is Clickbank a go-to site for affiliate marketing? It's great for beginners. If you're somebody that's brand new, you don't want to invest into products quite yet, you want to get your feet wet, it's a great way to start. But the education that you'll probably need to implement it correctly, that's going to cost you a little bit of money, unless you're somebody that's resourceful, you're willing to go out there and do some research on some free information. Typically the reason why you guys paid for products is because you want all that information compiled and organized. That's really what you're paying for, is you're paying for the organization, and you're paying for some expertise as well that I wouldn't share on my YouTube channel in general. So if you want to learn a little bit more about my programs, I got them in the description below. What's the fastest method to make at least $100 a week? I'm broke and desperate. Now, I think you should probably acknowledge that, where has desperation got you up to this point? If you're still desperate, don't be in this business. Desperation does not lead to success. The way that you make money is by serving other people. There's actually a mathematical formula to making money. Your income is in direct proportion to the need for what you do, your ability to do it, and the difficulty there is in replacing you. So if you can find a need, get really good at that need, become an expert, you're going to get paid accordingly, right? So to fulfill a need, though, let's break it down, you need to help other people. To help other people, you can't be desperate, right? You can't have an empty cup trying to fill up somebody else's cup. It's not going to work. So you've got to be in a place where you got to have patience. There's no shortcut, quick money way. Whatever video you see out there, stop listening to these people, right? They're BSing you, right? And I'll admit, I've done some videos in the past about that stuff because it does get views, it does get clicks. There's a marketing strategy behind it, but you guys need to finally be aware of how people are marketing to you, okay? So one of the things that I pride myself on is that transparency and being honest with you guys about what I make and how I make it. I've been doing this for a little while now, and I make good money doing it. And, for people that are new to the industry, you could still build an income a lot faster than any other industry that I can think of out there, because there's very little to no overhead. You can build a business from your phone or your laptop, but you got to be willing to deploy some work, right? So we're not talking about years of work. We're talking about months of work if you do it correctly. And even weeks. There's people that come in the business, they make money, 5 figures in a week, but that's not guaranteed. I'm not saying that, promising that you can do that whatsoever. I don't know where your mind's at. I don't know where your work ethic is at. So when people ask these questions, how quickly can we do that? It's it's a very difficult question to ask because there's so many variables. And I'm not beating around the bush here. I'm being brutally honest that it's going to take you some time if you're somebody that, is desperate to make money. And I'm not picking on you, Ness, but, you need to be in a position where you can be patient, because the chances are if you're where you're at today, this very next year with the same mindset, you're going to be just as desperate as you were last year. And so you got to realize that desperation might be that thing that's keeping you from success. Because you got to realize, okay, desperation's not working for me now. It hasn't worked for me last year. So you got to really think about this. And then you can find out what's really going on with you on the inside that's keeping you from success. So it's more about self-awareness and knowing oneself than it's about like a tactic or a strategy. Top 5 and 5 says, by the way, thank you for all the recent live feeds. No problem. I need to make some money ASAP so I can help my mom. I'm not really good at doing online business, but I can learn if you teach me step by step. I think I kind of answered that question in the last question that was asked, so I don't want to have to repeat myself there. Evening, Joshua. Great advice. No problem, Gabrielle. Joel, just blew my mind, Josh. You are so right. Hopefully, man, that's what this is. I've gotten to a place where I really know myself. Not to talk about myself, right? But I know myself. I know my strengths, my weaknesses. I know really what keeps me from success and getting to the next level. I could tell you what's keeping me from getting to the next level is more patience. It's being willing to get down and actually, structure even more creative content for you guys, meditating more on, what I'm going to do next, building out an auto webinar, putting a staff in place, things like that, things that require more mental power and more willpower. Those are keeping me from getting to the next level. And sometimes it's just chunking those activities down into like 30-minute increments over a long period of time. Because I know myself and I know that I can't sit down and like write for hours. Sometimes I can if I'm super passionate. But if I'm going to get something done and get to the next level and maybe create the best product ever, which is what I want to do, I'm going to need to sit down and really write down all the modules and the details of those modules and the slides and everything in between. And that takes work to create a world-class product. And I know that I can do it, but I need more patience to be able to do that. That's why affiliate marketing is great. But it can allow you to become a little bit lazy because of the fact that you're selling other people's products. You don't have to do a lot of the work that I just explained. But getting to that $100,000 a month, $300,000 a month, $500,000 a month mark, it really is deploying more willpower, patience, and a little bit more creativity. Do you recommend making a Facebook page and an IG page if we are going to try a new niche from Clickbank? Well, it depends on what the end goal is. What are you going to do with that Facebook page? What are you going to do with that IG page? So you want to start with the end in mind, right? You want to make, if it's 10 grand a month, what do you need to do in sequence? Start, from the end and work your way back to the start. A lot of people don't think with the end in mind. They think, okay, a fan page sounds good. An Instagram page sounds good. But what does that look like? What product are you selling? What's the marketing strategy behind it? Right? So here's the product, the end game. I want to make 10 grand a month. Okay, what product can allow me to make 10 grand a month? What marketing strategy is going to allow me to make 10 grand a month? And keep, going backwards until you get to the start so you know exactly what you need to do step by step. And again, chances are you'll take this theory, you'll implement it, and it might not work. But you're still going to get some data from that and say, okay, this strategy didn't work. The product's good because I got a few sales, but I need to improve the marketing strategy. So it's just like a science experiment. There's different variables that you need to test, and most people aren't willing to deploy enough patience to test those different variables to find out what's working and what's not working. So you don't necessarily need a Facebook page and an IG page, Sheila. Maybe you just need one of them and you focus on that one and you find out how to master that one, because each of them is $1 million business in itself. Each of those can drive you enough traffic that you don't need really any traffic from anywhere else. What would you suggest for a 20-year-old to do with $5,000 that wants to double or triple it? I would definitely don't invest in the stock market. Don't invest into Bitcoin. Don't invest into real estate. Probably don't have enough money to do that anyways. Invest in yourself. You're the best bet that you can make because you have full control over that. You have full control over your future. You can put money in the market, but then you're waiting and you're relying on somebody else, kind of like working a day job and relying on other people to give you a raise, to pay you more, hoping that you get a promotion. And that's one of the reasons why I decided to become an entrepreneur in the first place. Not saying that a day job is bad, but that's just kind of my thinking behind it. So I would definitely, take that $5 grand, invest it into a business that you really want to go into. And if affiliate marketing sounds like one that you really want to go into, then deploy that $5,000 into, a course that can teach you, how to not only recoup that investment, but to help you build a 6 and even eventually a 7-figure income. My first $3,000 investment, you guys, has led to over 7 figures. And if I would have never invested, 5 years ago in myself, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. What's your take on the health, wealth, fitness category? Multi-billion-dollar industry. It's great. There's plenty of room. Hear very conflicting opinions on that. Some say go for it immediately. Others say wait until you're more experienced. No, there's never a good time. There's absolutely never a good time. The time is always now. You know, go into it, document. Don't worry about the competition. People will find you because of you. There's plenty of people out there that have more subscribers than me, but you guys watch me for some sort of reason. People are going to watch you for the same reason. Like, I don't know why people are into heavy metal, rock, but they are. There's a niche for everything. So don't be afraid to get started. You know, market saturation is a myth, right? Oh, it's too saturated. I can't do it. It's too late. It's never too late. Trust me on that. No one has your personality, your background, your face, your personality. No one has that. Hey Josh, when you talk about putting in the time, how do you invest time for better, faster results? Funnels, YouTube, social media, etc. Please don't answer all the above. So how do you invest time for better, faster results? Well, you have to start somewhere, right? I've been saying that all this whole entire life. You're not going to know where to get better, faster results until you have some sort of results. But I can tell you from my experience, if you want to get faster results, find out what's working and do more of it. In my case, video works well for me. So I do video. That's where most of my money is made. So what am I going to do? Deploy the activities where most of my money is made. And for me, it's YouTube and sending out emails and then managing, you know, my Facebook groups and like customer service. Those three things I focus on every single day. Can you make 6 figures only with YouTube and launch jacking? You sure can. Create a review channel or a review, you know, blog where you just review a bunch of different products and, you know, that are being released in the health industry, in the internet marketing industry. You could definitely turn that into a 6-figure income. One of my students, Karen Merrow, is actually doing it right now. Is there a reason why you should not invest in real estate? Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like talking about things I'm not an expert in. I'm not an expert in real estate. But I would say, just like anything, the market's going to go up and it's going to go back down. So my idea when it comes to investments is when I'm investing into something, I'm playing the long game. Because every time I've played the short game, I've lost. For example, last year, I invested about $18,000 into Bitcoin and mining at the peak. This was actually 2017, December. Invested into Bitcoin and mining at its peak. Spent about $18,000, pretty much lost it all because I didn't know the game and I didn't deploy a lot of patience, right? I didn't do a lot of research. I just jumped in because everybody was jumping in, and that ended up coming back to bite me. So whenever you're investing into something, I say, you know, invest long term. Be willing to ride the ebbs and flows. And if you're willing to do that, you know, you will come out on top. What is a great affiliate marketing course to buy? Of course, I'm going to be completely biased. My affiliate course, you can actually get a discount right now until Sunday. You can get access to that in the description below. It's my Inner Circle program, so you can feel free to check that out. I've watched your videos and followed your content for over 2 years and appreciate listening to someone on social media who's transparent. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. In your opinion, what is the best strategy to start making money online without having any money to start out? I've answered that before. Video, just content. It could be video, it could be text, but deploying a lot of content in one niche that solves one specific problem, okay? Or multiple problems within the niche, of course, you know. But if you're just getting started with your first post, I would think, okay, what problems is this niche having? And versus like listening to yourself and what you think, go ask the market. Find out what they're telling you, just like on this live, and then start creating content based off of what their needs are. And it's that easy. Create that content and then lead people to a product at the end of it. I'm almost 1,000 subs on YouTube. What would be your suggestion on getting to the next level? Find out what's working in your channel to get you to that 1,000 subs and deploy more of that. How do you make viral Instagram ads? That's a good question, man. I wish I could answer that for you. Maybe I'll have somebody on that could go in a little bit deeper with that. But I wouldn't know that, man. So good question, though. What I would do, though, actually, I could probably say this, Jack. I would focus on making viral content because what happens is, like, you could spend hours and days on creating a piece of content that could just flop, right? Viral content happens spontaneously. Yeah, there might be somewhat of a formula, but chances are it's kind of like hit and miss. So I like to take the approach, the more content you put out, the better chance you're going to have of something hitting. So it's really just a numbers game and putting in the work. Cool, guys. I'm going to go ahead and stop this here tonight. I'll take like 2 more questions. But if you guys want to learn more about how to build an affiliate marketing business, if you haven't already, I got a few links in the description below. One is the income system that I would recommend if you want to become an affiliate and start earning, some big commissions. You can check that out in the description. I also got my affiliate marketing program if you're looking to, not necessarily go in the make money online niche or the network marketing niche, but you want to go into another niche. Then I would check out my program. I teach you a lot of strategies on YouTube. I got my business partners that teach strategies on free Facebook traffic and also paid traffic. So you can feel free to check that out. Again, those links will be in the description. Sheila asks, if YouTube is not an option, how do you recommend marketing affiliate offers? Email marketing, building an email list, giving value to that list, and making offers to that list. So solo ads is a great way to get started. It's the best way to get started for newbies. Once you drive traffic through solo ads, the traffic part's easy. Then it's just building a relationship with those people on your list and then making offers. So that's how I would recommend a marketing if you don't want to do YouTube. What's your number one source of income? Definitely YouTube. Stephen Gordon, hey, thanks again for doing these. What would you say is harder, getting to 1K a week or 10K per month? 10K per month, 100%. Making 50 grand a month, you guys are going to be amazed by this. Making 50 grand a month is easier than making 10 grand a month. Because once you get to 10 grand a month, you've gone through the grind phase and now you have influence. Now you have a result. Now you have a success story. And it's easier for you to piggyback off of that success story and use that authority, use that success story to create more success. So the first, couple of years for me were obviously the hardest, but ever since then, it's been the most rewarding. So I ask you this, do you want $10,000 right now, or do you want $50,000 a month in 2 years? It's worth the wait, guys. It's worth deploying patience. The 2 years of results, worst case scenario, right? 2 years worth of results is going to be worth the lifetime of multiple 5-figure months and 5-figure days in my mind. So whether it's 2 months, 6 months, 2 years, paying the price is so worth it because the reward that you're going to get from planting those seeds in the beginning is going to so far surpass the money that you would make at your day job for the next few years. Okay? So with that said, I'm going to jump off here. Last question. What affiliate offer should I promote tonight? It depends on what kind of list you have, first of all. I would promote a high ticket product, whether that be, in the educational industry, the health industry. I'm not sure if there's a whole lot of high ticket products in the health industry. But Easy One Up is a program that I promote. That pays pretty dang well. If you want to check it out, that is in the description. But if not, another good offer, it would be like Super Affiliate System by John Crestani. That pays well, and that's quality product. So what I like to do is go for products that not only pay well, and not only quality, but have leverage, right? Because if you're uploading content every day to sell something for 25 bucks, you're going to find yourself creating this great quality content, great production value, but you're spending 30 hours to make 25 bucks. You might make a little bit more money from that, from the lifetime value of the video, but the work done isn't worth the reward. That's why high ticket is great. And of course, my niche is what I know. So like my favorite niche is the make money online niche and the network marketing niche, because they do pay so well. And everyday normal people can make money doing this stuff. You know, you got to put in the work, you got to develop skill sets, but it's worth it. That's why it's my favorite niche. It just pays well, you know. And it's a transformation business. You can help people transform. So if you can help them transform on a personal level in, you know, this niche that I'm in, they can go into any niche and crush it. Because once you believe in yourself, you can crush anything. Cool. Thanks, Jack. I appreciate that. I'm going to jump off this live, you guys. Thank you so much. Hope you guys got value from this once again. We'll talk to you hopefully tomorrow, if not very soon. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Go ahead and hit that red subscribe button below. Go ahead and tick the bell icon to be notified of all future videos I upload. And if you're watching the replay, type replay below. I love my replay viewers. I appreciate you guys as well. And we'll see you guys in the next live. Take care.